Last year, it was reported that world-renowned Australian soccer player Sam Kerr had called a Metropolitan police officer in the UK a stupid white bastard. As it turns out, she didn't use those exact words. I'll play the actual audio soon. In 2023, Ms Kerr and her partner, Kristie Mewis, who is also a professional player, had been on a night out in southwest London before hailing a black cab. Once inside, one of them vomited. The driver asked them to pay for the cost of cleaning, but they refused. After this, the driver called the police, who advised them to drive to the local police station instead of the original destination of Ms Kerr's home. On the way to the station, the taxi's rear window was smashed, with the ladies claiming they thought they were being abducted. Obviously, this is just an AI artist's impression of the incident. Police officers approached the vehicle and allege Ms Kerr climbed out through the broken glass. The two were taken inside the station, where the pair claimed they had called the police while in the taxi, but officers said they had no record of the call. Here's some of the body cam audio that was played in court recently, starting from where the police officers started to doubt Ms Kerr's claim that she had been abducted and had tried to call the police.
Did you stay on the phone long enough to even speak to someone?
They
That's the
hung
thing.
up on us.
Okay, but they wouldn't do that though.
Oh my god.
They wouldn't do that. You should have spoken to
You guys are
the.
fucking stupid and white. Honestly, you guys are fucking stupid and white.
Okay.
I'm looking you in the eyes.
Why are you
I'm
bringing
looking you in the
racism?
eyes. Like, that's
So-
fucking stupid. I'm fucking over this shit. This is the world fucking problem. Wait on the call. Wait on the call. Wait on
Okay.
the fucking call.
All right. I'll go over at the moment then at 3:17.
I'm
You're
looking
under
up.
arrest for criminal damage because there's an allegation that you've
All right.
smashed that taxi window. You're also under arrest for racially aggravated public order
No,
for the
you
comments that you've
guys
said.
did. I'm
So the
recording this
reason
whole thing.
that's fine. The reason
Like,
for your
we
arrest
can
was for
make an
prompt and
agreement.
effective.
Okay, so she clearly called the police officers effing stupid and white. When the news came out last year, of course, the left-leaning media at the time jumped to her defence, although they didn't know the exact wording of her racial attack. SBS, is calling someone white a racist slur? This is what the experts say. In the article, they interview a completely unbiased university academic who knows the right words to say to score a cushy taxpayer-funded interview. He said, "The law was not made to protect those who are in a position of power, and you can't think of anyone who has more power than a white police officer." And race was invented in order to put black people, during the slave trade and colonization, at the bottom of a hierarchy in order to justify exploitation. Of course, they refer to white fragility and white privilege. Crikey wrote a piece, "Kerr calling a cop a white bastard isn't reverse racism. Precedent proves it." It's just another opportunity for an apparently anti-racist organisation to openly bash white people. First they attack your Australianhood. You'd be un-Australian not to instinctively just stand up and give her a round of applause. So we should be applauding Sam Kerr's racist behaviour because it was against a white police officer? They did point out that racism is bad against certain people. Use brown or yellow as a personal descriptor and yep, that's racist. So does the same apply to white? Of course not. Well, white man, no you don't. Reverse racism is not a thing. And the reasons why it's okay to be racist against white people? White people are the dominant people historically and culturally within Australia. They are not in any sense an oppressed group whose political and civil rights are under threat. And white people in the UK, as in Australia, have never been the victims of actual racism. The privilege afforded by their skin remains intact. Of course, women's agenda jumped on the bandwagon. Sam Kerr called a police officer a stupid white bastard. Is reverse racism a real thing? In the article, they interview a human rights lawyer who says, "As a woman of colour, mother of a brown son, and daughter of Indian migrants, I feel the pain of racism in my bones." She calls her son brown? I wonder how she expects racism to disappear when she refers to her own children by colour. Sam Kerr, a half-Indian woman, has not engaged in racism. And some more unbiased, non-racial commentary. In the UK, as in Australia, social and legal systems have been constructed and continue to serve to protect the white racial group's monopoly on power. So essentially, these so-called news organisations are playing word games to justify Sam Kerr's anti-white racism. What example are they trying to set to our children here? Are they trying to tell young Australians that racism is bad, except when it's done against white people? What a horrible message to send. Look, as I said in a previous video, I'm not here to try to cancel anyone. I don't want Ms Kerr to lose her entire career over a stupid drunken rant, although she really needs to publicly apologise. However, these academics and biased media need a good lesson to show that racism works in all directions. If Sam Kerr gets off because of her perceived skin colour and because of the perceived skin colour of the police officer she abused, what a horrible precedent that sets. Ironically, all the anti-racists will be celebrating, but at the same time, race relations will have taken a turn for the worse. Non-white people in the UK will feel emboldened to use racial language against white people, just like their hero Sam Kerr, and the law will support them. What a horrible state of affairs that would be.